Yeah, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Foundry Virtual Tabletop from the ground up. And in our last episode, we kind of went in depth in actors. I mean, we didn't cover every little aspect of the different options because I think this is just kind of showing you the interface right now. We're just talking about the interface, not the the real meat of everything that is within the interface. So it's helping you more or less understand where things are. And I haven't had a chance always to look at every little single thing. So we're moving on. We're now on the items. And items in the game can consist of many, many things. If we click create item here, we can see items in the game can be weapons, they can be equipment, consumables, tools, loot, class, spell, feat, and also backpack items or whatever. To be completely honest, I haven't really had way too much. What is it? Way too much background, way too much experience using all these things. So this will even be kind of a learning experience for both of us as we go and look at all these different things. We will go ahead as we did with actor. We'll create each one of these and just kind of explore the things that are there. And of course, questions might arise as to what is this for, and that gives me stuff to actually look at when I go in depth in creating items and the types of items. So let's go ahead and begin. Our first thing, I'm just going to call it a weapon. Actually, you know what? I have a weapon pulled up, so I'm going to do a battle axe. So here you can see you have your sample, your simple information about it. You see here this says just simple melee. You can type in the rarity, whether it's common, uncommon, rare, legendary. This is basically common. Cumin. COMMON. You can also put the source where this information is in the D&D handbook, and this actually doesn't say it, but you could do PHB and page, I don't know, page questions. That way I'd know to fill that in later. Then of course this is how many there are, what the weight is. So the weight of the axe is 4 pounds for LBS, and its price is 10 gold pieces, 10 GP. Then if we go into the details, we can go add those. Now, this is a good question. What if it's not a melee weapon? How do we change that? And why didn't it? Oh, here we go. Under I didn't click details. Oh, I bet you that's all under here. Silly me. Activation cost. This is how you use it. It's just a single action, right? Target is self-touch. I guess that could be, I mean, you wouldn't target yourself. Kind of its touch, right? However, it is not a reach weapon, so that's what I'm thinking that means. And not ally, enemy probably, and probably 5 feet. Activation condition, I don't think there is one. Range, now isn't that what this is? I think we just leave that blank because this isn't a ranged weapon. However, I'm assuming, there we go, simple melee. This is actually, this is a martial melee. There we go. It doesn't use ammunition. It is versatile though, so we can do that. Duration is just basically 1 round, right? Or 1 turn. Now we might be filling out a lot more than we need to for this. Limited uses, no. Then we have resource consumption. No, it doesn't use any resources. This would be like spells that maybe say it uses up a diamond or something like that. Cool thing is I think it might be that tokenizer. It actually added this. I'm thinking automatic because maybe we'll try and add a different thing, but I don't know if that's just the default image for that, but it's kind of interesting. Resource consumption, no. Action type. Oh, that went way off the screen. I'm going to move it over here because it's going even behind my little recording thing. So we have melee, ranged. So this is the melee. Then there's ranged spell, saving throw, healing, ability check, utility, another. Unfortunately, you can't see those other ones because I shrink my screen so you can see larger stuff. So this is actually a melee weapon, and that gives us the ability to do this other stuff. No, what ability modifier? You use your strength. Attack roll bonus. We don't have an attack roll bonus on this one. Let's see. Other formula. I imagine your other formula would be the actual, what is it, 1d8? 1d8. What we'll do is we'll actually go look at a thing and see how close we get, because this will be interesting. So we don't have a saving throw on this. It's not spellcasting. Does this have... nope, this is just for your saving throw. Is it flat, charisma, wisdom, intelligence, constitution? I think flat means that it would just be a flat out this number. Chat message flavor, this is probably just what it outputs in the chat. So let's say BAT battle axe chat. That way I can distinguish where that goes. Let's see. Equipped, so it would be an equipped item, right? Attuned, you don't need it attuned to it. It is identified. If it's not identified, it should give you another field as to what its unidentified name is, I would think. Versatile, it is just a one hand. It doesn't state that it's not, so it's just one hand. Not thrown, not special, not returning, not reloaded, it's not a reach weapon, not light, not heavy, not focus, not fire. So yeah, I think that's all we need for that. And then if we go back to description, maybe we just put this in wrong. Maybe you don't put in the LBS. Let's check this out. 4 and 10. Let's see if that keeps it. Then of course you can also put all the standard information in here that you want, as far as, you know, the standard text with images or whatever you want. We're going to do a second one just as another item, just to see if this might be attached to Martial Melee or not. I'm really curious about that. And I think that does it. So now if we close that out, if we click on it, we'd have to add it to a character. Let's go ahead and go to a character. Let's go add it to Umis here. And we'll see if it does anything that we expect. So inventory, there's short bow, short sword. Go back to here. I'm going to go ahead and drag it and put it there. And if we click on that, we get nothing. Oh, actually, we get something. Oh, we do get something. Ah. So we can do attack. Profession mod bonus. Let's go ahead and just do a normal attack and see if it does the 1d20 to attack. Here's our, other formula. So that's the 1d8. Did it roll 1d8, or did it just say it's going to give us an 8? Let's try again. Is it going to give us an 8 every time? No, okay. I was a little, when we got 2 of those, I was suspicious. So I don't think we did that part right. So I'm really curious. I want to compare our battle axe to one that they actually created in the SRD. And we'll see what the differences are and figure out where they are different. So let's take my battle axe. Actually, I want to try this real quick. So create item, create weapon. We'll call this maybe SHORT Is it actually got two? Is it two words? Let me just make sure. SHOR, short sword. Yeah, it's one word. Great weapon. Yeah, so it must be getting this, knowing that, what is it? It's interesting that that didn't come up. No, the battle axe is martial. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. But it did actually save the information that time. I'm not sure why it didn't the last time. Alright, so this might be a little bit scrunchy, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's go ahead and go in here. Go under SRD items. And look for battle axe. BATTLE. And I'm curious how theirs is different. Alright, so it looks like, as far as other than this part right here, everything's the same. We don't have the page, but there's the page. It's common, we got that right. Martial melee, that's good. Weapon, no equipped. Not equipped currently. Oh, I said it was equipped. So you would just change that when you put it on you. Everything, so we did good on the first page. Now let's find out where we messed up on the second page. So it's not equipped. It is versatile. We did that right. We did that right. We didn't need this. We wanted that to be this part. I'm not sure what the target difference is then. That will definitely be something worth looking into. We'll go ahead and empty that and empty that. So 5 max, and we just leave this at feet. So this is the actual range or the reach. It doesn't actually say its specification for the duration. I guess that makes sense because it's not a spell that has a duration. So that we have melee. We just left it. They left it at default, which I guess I'm not sure how it would know it goes off your strength. Tactical bonus. We did that. We don't have one that says versatile damage. So, 1d8. So the damage formula, maybe that's what, we needed to do that. Versatile damage. And then this would be the 1d10 plus, whoops, not minus, plus, oops, not, can't see right now, plus at mod. And then we could just leave other formula. So this is why we were seeing the word other formula. This, because we didn't have that, is why we didn't see this. And is that what gave us the versatile damage? If we uncheck that, does it go away? No. Alright, and then our main formula is when we're just using it, that is a 1d8 plus at mod. Whoops. At mod. Look at that, we are learning together. I need to turn on my light. Then there's no save. We did put in that. Now, I didn't see that. Did you guys see that? Let's go double check that. I want to just see if we see that anywhere. So go ahead and close that. So there we go. That was the thing. We needed to add the damage formula, which gave us that. I don't remember this saying versatile damage, though. Maybe it did. Maybe you guys saw it. I didn't. And that's it. So let's go ahead and close it back out. We could even we could correct this if we want. I think all items are on the same page. So PG and 149. For those that don't know how you get the big letters and the little letters, is big letters is all just caps. Even though everything's capitalized, the big ones is just holding down shift. And now we have an identical thing as theirs. Close, close. Now let's go see who must roll that. I guess this isn't Umus here, but alright, so we do battle axe, we roll it. We have our, it still says, because this is the old one. We have to delete this real quick. And delete this. So it's, that is a good thing to note, is this one is not linked to this one. And the reason for that would be, you know, if he got a bonus to this later on, then, you know, if the DM says, oh, now it's a +1 extra to damage, then you would add it directly here, but you don't want it to do it in your compendium or in your items directly. So now if we drag this here, we'll see that this one should work right. Click on the dice, go here, and now we can see that there's the versatile, there's damage and attack. It doesn't say the other formula anymore. So we could do our attack, which it already knows is the d20, plus our proficiency, plus our strength, which if we go in here, we can see our strength is +4. And then once we know we've hit, we can either do damage regular or versatile damage. So if we do damage regular, we hit just a normal hit. There we go. We rolled a 4, obviously. We do not have proficiency in our... Oh, that's probably because we don't have proficiency in this weapon. That would be weapon proficiency on martial weapons. Let's just do that. Now if we were to do it, we should get a proficiency added in there. And normal. No. I'll figure that out. That's interesting because we just said it's a martial weapon. Not sure why. So that's that. And then if we do the versatile attack, this will be the 1d10 plus the 4, which is our strength. Gives us 14. And for some reason we're not getting the versatile or the proficiency. Although, yeah, we have proficiency too up there. I don't know. All right, so there is the items. Holy cow, we almost spent the whole time doing that. However, that's one of the big ones. Items you use all the time in the game. They're the main thing. Some of these others, I don't think we need to go quite in so much details, just because they're not going to have as much meat to them as the others. So let's go ahead. We've created a weapon. Let's go look at equipment. 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 Now, maybe this would have tried if, like, I had a specific thing of equipment in mind. It probably would have done it. Now, I don't think we'll get all those other things. As far as damage, activation cost, we have action type. So we can choose, I guess, I'm not sure exactly what would fit for this. This rarity, light armor. So right now it's thinking this is light armor, which I guess actually makes sense. This would say it's leather armor. So let's say we're proficient. Is it a thing that uses proficiency? Is it equipped? We want that no. Is it attuned? I'm kind of surprised this doesn't pop up a field saying what is it called if it's not identified. Are we attuned to it? The armor class, I believe for like leather, studded leather is 12. Max dex modifier. This would be if you're wearing heavier armor, it might say that you only get 2 of your dex modifier towards it. This is if it requires strength. This is if it makes it so that you get a disadvantage when you're stealthing. And then our equipment usage, if there is actually something that it requires to be used. Maybe this is a shield or something, like if I draw my shield or something. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. And then our action type, this isn't really any kind of action type. I need to move this over here so oh, actually we can see all of these. I don't think it would have an action type if this was leather armor. So I'm going to change the name to leather armor, Leather. Now in the book, I think it's just called leather, Leather. They don't call it leather armor. However, there is studded leather, which is kind of what I did this with the armor class. So I'm going to click on that over on my other window so I can get it to make sure I know what it is. So armor class, max dex modifier is unlimited. It doesn't actually do anything. Required strength, there's none. It doesn't impose anything for stealth. It is 13 pounds. Now I'm curious if we were to do that before, like when we named it here. I want to close this and delete this real quick just to check this out. And my guess is it's the tokenizer, because I do have the whatchamacallit, the VTT assets mod still in here. Because I was actually, just before I started recording, I was doing some testing on some stuff. But I want to try this. So let's go ahead and say studded leather, STUDDEDEATHER. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. That's a weapon. Dang it. I was thinking as I was typing that, remember to click the down arrow. Let's do that first. Equipment, STUDDEDLEATHER. Not Lethquer, LEATHER. Is that right? Yes, equipment. In this case, it didn't actually do it. And I'm not sure why, but that's okay. So we do see that the weight of this is 13 pounds, so we can do 13, not 130. And the price is 45 gold pieces. And it says AC10. Okay, so now if we go in, rarity on this is COMMON. I don't know the source. I'm not going to worry about that. It is a light armor. And this is all controlled from in here, remember? So if we come in here, it's light armor, equipped. All right, so we do know studded leather is 12. Now I wonder, I think it automatically knows with it being armor that it's going to be dex, unless I say that it is a specific thing, because this says the max dex modifier. So it doesn't require strength, and it doesn't impose stealth disadvantage. It doesn't need activating, and I don't think there's an action type. So I think that is all we would need for our studded leather armor. Now, if we have a picture, we can always associate the picture. We've gone over that before, where you just go put the thing wherever you need it, the image in your data directory, whether it's for the world itself or if it's in the main data directory. You can put it in there, create your own little thing, and actually have it. The default is always icons, SVG, and the mystery man, which I believe might be up one. No, do I go up one here? Upload selected. I don't think we actually have access to that one directly, because I don't think they want us modifying it. I think it would be under core data. Yeah, see, there we go, mystery man. So if we want it under user data, we do technically have access to this, but not directly where we can go modify it easily. So I think that does it for our studded leather, or our equipment. Let's go ahead and get rid of this short sword, because I don't think we actually added anything to it. Okay, our next item we're going to do will be a consumable. So this might be a ration, maybe, or a torch. TOR. Let's see if we do it as a torch. So a consumable. Let me go get the stats for that real quick. Close that window, and let's do a TORCH. So we have a torch. And basically it only seems to have a description and a cost. So we're actually going to add the description. We haven't been doing that just because I don't want to link it. Let's just do, and that looks terrible. Control Z, or Control delete it. Let's go ahead and open up in Notepad just to strip any of the formatting on it. Control X is part of the reason I didn't do this part, but might as well do it on one of these. Why is it still doing it? I should have got rid of all the stupid formatting. I'm not going to worry about it. So there's our description there. The weight of our torch is 1 pound. So I'm curious, can we do LB for our weight and it will keep it? No. It just likes 1. So I guess if something is 1 platinum, you would have to make it, what is it, 100 gold? Seems a little odd. And then this is 1 copper piece, so how would I do that? 1. It won't let me do that. Let's go look at details. It says it's a potion. We want it to be poison potion, scroll, trinket, wand. Would this not be considered? I would think equipment would be a torch. In fact, on D&D Beyond, equipment is a torch. But let's change it to a ration maybe. Did that have ration in there? No. Let's change it to a ration. It's a food type. Rarity is common. COMMON. Source, I don't know. Let's go back here. We'll get rid of our thing here. Edit it. I'm really kind of surprised that it still kept the editing or the formatting, unless I did Control V, Control C. I'm just curious about this. Yeah, it's still. It might be because when we pasted it the first time, it kept the formatting. I don't know. We'll try that on a different one. I'm just going to keep that on my clipboard. But here we have it's common source quantity. Let's just do a ration now, because it's food, I guess. All right. Where is a ration? Elemental PQ. See, I don't even get RATION. I don't even get ration when I go under equipment. How about food? Apple maybe? I don't know. Nope, there's no apples. How about a potion? POTION. Let's try that. Let's do a healing potion. That doesn't want to pull up. HEALING. Healing. Potion of healing. Here we go. Let's try a potion of healing and see if that works better. I'm going to go ahead and kill this one, because I do want to try. I'm going to take the information for potion of healing. Hello, stop grabbing everything. Copy that. I'm going to paste it in here. Control V and Control C. Say yes. We might not even get through these. We're only on number 3 here. So, wow. So let's go ahead. We will call this a consumable. And the actual text is POTION, potion of HEALING. Let's see if this does the thing. It did. So I guess if it's typed absolutely perfectly and it matches up something that it knows, it will actually add that in. That's really cool. The question I have is, when it's something like a torch, I want to go look in the compendium, see how they handled the money on that. Because if we add GP, it doesn't like it. Now, it could be that it's looking for just a G, for a giant uppercase G. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let's go into items. Nope, not items. I want the SRD stuff. Features, SRD items. And let's see if we can find a torch. TOR. There we go. So there's a torch. So you actually have to do the math and say, oh, this is only, what was it? It was only like 2 copper pieces, right? So 0.1 weight. So it definitely does not want that. Uses 1 action, feet radius. Oh, they call it a trinket. I would have never called a torch a trinket. All right. Well, that's interesting. All right, so let's go ahead with our guy here. Weight is going to be half a pound, so I guess that would be 0.5 in this case, right? And then price is 50 gold pieces. I think it would be really nice if they made it so maybe there was like a some other thing like under price, maybe a subcategory, or maybe they give you this much, and then there's a little drop down for copper, platinum, electrum, silver, I already said copper, gold. So you could actually choose. Maybe make the default gold because most things are gold, but that would definitely be nice to give you the ability to change that so you don't have to do that funky math in your head or whatnot. Let's go ahead. We have our potions already. It automatically did the potion, so that's really cool. Rarity is COMMON. Everything's common. Go to details, and it did keep that stuff because it's just the numbers. So here we have its potion. It's identified. It's attuned. Activation cost. I think this would be set to 1 round because it is an action or 1 action. Activation condition. There isn't one. Target is self. Although you could give it to others, so I guess it could be any. And I guess this, I mean, you could say ally, but technically you could give it to an NPC. It's not really a shooting type thing. I'm going to leave it to any there too. And I don't know what we'd put there. Range would be probably 5 feet because you need to be next to him. Duration is instant. This is another one. We're going to check. Oh, there's instantaneous. And I don't think you need anything if it's that. Limited use. 1 of 1. I guess. 1 of 1. I guess it'd be a charge. I don't think you actually need the limited use, to tell you the truth. Resource consumption. Attribute item use, maybe. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Destroy on empty. Now, the thing I do like in Fantasy Grounds, because I don't want them to have to go look up the item, is I just have them counted as used. It's still there, but they no longer can use it. Probably healing. So ability modifier, there isn't one. It's a constant, but I don't see constant in this, so I'm not going to do that. Formula would be 2d4 plus 2. There's no saving throw. And maybe say you have been healed. I still have, oh, that's way misspelled. Healed. Does that look right? Yeah. So yeah, there's my guess. Let's see how accurate we are. I'm pretty sure we nailed in here the description itself. I think we nailed. It's interesting that it says 5 and doesn't give you any of the information as to what it is. I'm pretty sure that's the ranged. This is who it can happen to, and this is instantaneous. I do think inside here some of these things maybe we didn't need, but it'll be interesting. Let's go look in potion. Heal. Whoops. Healing potion right there. All right. Oh, we didn't do. Oh, I wanted to try this to see under description. This guy. And not link. Control V. There we go. So it actually did it right that time. Theirs is actually a different description, but mine's what it has on D&D Beyond. So here they actually say it's touch, which I guess that is true. You have to be right next to the person. So this one right here would be touch. I guess this would actually be one creature, and they didn't do instantaneous. Let's go see what else is different. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bit. So potion, we got that. We got one action, we did that. Target, I guess this is where we would put the one creature. And that makes sense, because it's not necessarily the range. It's just one. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I was like, wait, what's going on here? So one creature. We don't need this. which is what I wasn't sure about. We didn't do instantaneous, so they just left this at 0. Well, they changed it to 0, but boom. Does that make it 0 now? Yeah. Limited uses, we did that right, so good on us. We don't need to do item uses, I guess. They do destroy it on empty, which I don't necessarily like. I mean, it's not too hard, I guess, to drag it from the compendium, but I'd rather just mark it as the quantity you have is now 0, which means it's still there as a placeholder, so when you pick one up, all you have to do is simply say 1 as your quantity. But that's okay. Healing default, 2d4. Now there says healing. Oh, this is the other formula. This gets us every time. Well, it gets me every time. We need to go here, click the plus, and say healing. Did I pass it? It's not alphabetic. That's a little less than ideal. So there's the 2d4, and then we can just leave formula, nothing, other than that you've been healed. So we actually got it pretty close. I'm pretty proud of us on that one. Now let's go ahead. I want to see, I'm really curious about that where it says the chat text. I still haven't seen that with any of our things. So let's go ahead, go to our actor here. Go to him, go to inventory. It will be under there. Is he studded? Oh, I just said studded leather. I didn't say armor. Shame on me. Okay, so let's give him a potion of healing. That just went under consumables. So now if we use this, click it. Maybe we should give him some damage. Where is your health? It's probably no. Hit points. Alright, let's take him down to, say, 5. So my character here has gotten hurt just a little bit. Consume available usage. So if we click use, it might have to have the token out there. I'm not 100% sure. Or no, we just click healing. So it gives us that. I don't see you've been healed yet. So let's go ahead and click healing. And the requested item doesn't have a token out on the board. Let's fix that. We got rid of his token a while ago, so let's go ahead and put him out on the board. There we go. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I just didn't see his bar, so we have to go set all that up, which we will talk about later. All right, let's go ahead and try this again. Go to Umas. He has 5. I would really like to see his health bar. The gear, I believe it is. Resources, display bar, always. Display bar attribute will be HP. We don't need the second bar. So now, that did not work. Okay. Oh, I didn't hit save, did I? I'm so smart. Always. HP. Update. There we go. So now we can see his display bar there. Let's go ahead and try and partake of the potion. Let's put him right over here so we can see him. Although I wonder if we consumed it even though we didn't have it. Yes, we did. So let's do that. Boom, like so. Go back to chat. Go ahead and delete this guy and we'll see if this works. So charges 1 of 1, so that's good. There's our description. Hit this and hit use. And now we can heal. Requested no longer exists on the actor character. What? Is that because it consumed it? Oh, that's just telling you, but it did not heal him. Why it didn't heal him, I don't know. Is it because he wasn't selected? Now we gotta drag it out again. Okay, this is the last thing we're gonna do because we're at 40 minutes. This was not supposed to take this long. So select. Maybe it's because I'm the DM and I'm not controlling that character. Maybe we need Brindy to do it. Let's go grab her real quick. We'll give her a healing potion. I really do think it has something to do with the fact that I'm the GM and I don't technically own a token. But if we go to Brindy, for example, and she takes some damage, let's go ahead and knock her down to 5. Say 5. And then we need to move her where we can see her real quick. So here is Brindy. She's over there. She's half health. Go ahead and open this up. We're going to go into inventory. We're going to use our healing potion. Consume available usage. I don't know what that... Maybe that does what I want and doesn't actually do it. So Derby Fam is Brindy, which is maybe what we needed to do. Do we need to select us, though? Isn't that the target? There we go. Let's see if this works now. Ready, and action. There we go. 9. And then don't we say apply it or something? Apply healing. Haha! There we go. We figured something out. Good on us. So it does help to actually have the thing when showing it on the character itself, because I'm going to try something real quick on this guy. I don't think can I select them? Maybe I can actually. Let's try this. So he's now selected. Actually makes sense that the GM would be able to actually select the character and apply things to them. So let's do potion of healing, say use. Now I think why we're getting that error is because it was saying that it's consuming it, and it's just telling us. It's not an error. It's telling us that that item's gone. Now, the thing I did want to see is, does it say you've been healed anywhere? And I do not see that. I'm not sure where that other thing comes from. So let's go ahead and make sure this works. So this is saying the item is no longer in the actor, on the actor, which I believe is saying it's been deleted. What is this? I've never seen that bar before. 21. Oh, this is experience, I bet. 2700. Yes. I was like, what is that? I've never seen that before. I don't know where that one comes from. So now that we've done that, actually no, it's not letting me do that. And it might be because it deletes the item. I don't know. We've gone on long enough. I'm going to look into that and figure that out. When we come back, or we have our next episode, we will continue through these items, figuring out exactly what everything does. Hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing. I know that, I don't have all the knowledge. I've said it before. I'm not the guru of Foundry Virtual Tabletop, but sometimes if you are working or watching someone that's troubleshooting the stuff and figuring it out on their own, it helps it make more sense to you what these things are. And that's kind of what we're doing. So in these parts right here, I'm not quite as knowledgeable as I could be, but working on it. So that's it, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels, my YouTube channels, my other Discord channels, all that fun stuff. And don't forget the Great Big Game giveaway, which is here. The first round of people, I'm actually going to give them another week because this week is extremely busy, which I said that tomorrow will be the deadline for those that have not claimed anything, that I'm going to bring in the second round, and then I'll give them 3 weeks as well. And if they don't claim stuff, then I will go ahead and move on to putting that stuff back into my inventory, where I'm going to be just maybe doing a monthly giveaway or something like that. Sometimes that attracts more people. So if you haven't joined my Discord, go join it, because you are still eligible to win as long as it's before the next round. So that's it. I've already said everything else, so until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.